Hey, my name is Dr. Nought. This is Technobabylon, and today we're in the middle of Chapter 2. And we've met the mindjacker. He was shooting at us a lot, but we didn't do anything, and he jetpacked out of there from the top of the roof after killing, presumably, 2 more individuals. So now we're here with Regis and Lau, and we're going to figure things out. So let's do that. We've got a terminal, we've got some screens, let's take a look. I've already got the preferences set up, how you like them. That gap in the middle, though, it's kind of annoying. It's a camera.
One of Central's fisheye cameras. Someone has covered it in tape.
Probably you, I would assume. So let's jump on the terminal. Let's actually talk to Lau.
Lau.
Yeah?
Got any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah, that's the one.
Vanderwall.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do. Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after 1 or 2 attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Didn't we, look at him? We were on the roof being shot at by him. How did we not catch his face, and, his appearance?
Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, though?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the mindjacker when we catch him. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Okay, so let's jump on our terminal then, I guess. Alright, let's take a little looks around. We've got some mail here. What is that? Alright, so this is from null at null.node. It is very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Tell no one. Lives depend on it. Okay, I'm an idiot. You download the data package to your traveler. You're unsure who this might be. An informant, perhaps? Yeah, I sincerely doubt that. Dr. V. Santiago. Howdy. Hey Charlie, why you hogging Lau so much? The rest of us need a wirehead on cases as well. I can probably guess why you're not letting go of her. What? Wakey? What? But seriously, man, give the rest of us a turn. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. Also, I cannot read this text. Its font is terrible. Functional wetware. Dr. Regis from VFR Medical. Dr. Regis, as per our discussion at your last checkup, you have still not opted for enhanced neural connective wetware. While not yet critical, please remember that your work will be increasingly difficult as support for non-WW wetware, I assume, systems is phased out. VFR Medical Support. Fulcrum Admin. Charles Regis. Your monthly payment of 8,100, whatever the currency is, I forget, for the rental of the Tier 42 Northwest Balcony Garden has been processed. Approval for continued use granted by E. Vargas, centralized admin. Thank you for your continued contribution to the city's green skyline. Cool. From Central, Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Based on past examples of your behavior, I believe it likely to be by your own hands. While you may object to perceived surveillance, please recall that this is for your safety and of other cell staff. Alright, so here's Vanderwall. Dr. Regis, apparently my previous answer was unclear. No, I will not help you with your investigations, despite your crude threats. If you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I am alleged to have with organized crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. And P. Weissmull. Hi, Charlie. I'm afraid it doesn't look good regarding Baxter. Central's approved the parole. Don't take it personally. It's not like they ignored your input, but, well, you're not exactly going to be the most objective person after what he did to you and your wife, are you? So we were probably assaulted or something by Baxter, and now he's out on parole. Centralized emergency logistics. Category Class 4 information larceny with composite harm to health of individual targets, i.e. mindjacking. Case officers assigned Regis and Lau. Alright. Outline. Beginning in March 2087, a string of data theft accidents have been carried out within Newton. Using a process of resonant modulation with subject's neural wetware, informational contents of individual victims' brain is being destructively removed with fatal consequences to targets. Victims to date, 18 in Newton, unknown, global total. Identity of perpetrator, not known. Subject appears exceptionally skilled at infiltration and may have inside help from larger sponsor. Action. Case specialists Regis and Lau are assigned to compile all available data on Mindjacker's activity, including investigation of latest targets for analysis by Central. So we've got Eurofed adopts metric time. I don't know what that means, metric time. Oh, 100 divided the day into 10 hours, each of the 100 minutes made up of 100 seconds. Oh, that would be hard to follow. What's the weather like? Currently dry. Okay, I don't care. Why are we doing this? God. That's the most recent news. I don't know if we can see other things. That would be really hard to transition to. Makes more sense, I guess, but it would be hard to transition to. Wait, is this a calculator? No, this is a phone. Okay. Alright, so let's get out of here. We've got this data
I trust Max,
package.
but I know Central would hear everything in cell headquarters.
Eh? Open laser paper stone? Click a game. That's the case file. Okay, so nothing new here.
Trying to tidy Lau's desk for her is a battle lost before it's even fought. That's what she says, like it was something from the art of war.
Okay. Did you talk to the guy?
Lau,
Yeah?
let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Alright, let's get out of here. So what do we got here? We've got Regis and Lau's office, we've got Santiago and Preston's office, surgical lab.
Locked. Dr. Santiago must be working on something he doesn't want me seeing.
Okay. Though you can tolerate Dr. Santiago's opinions, looks like Dr. Preston's the only one in the office who'd rather avoid another sermon on the merits of centralized government. Alright, so what else is there to do in this joint? There's a camera.
One of Central's fisheye cameras.
Alright. Oh, what's this?
Hey kid, you alright? They picked this guy up last night. He's got something in his wiring that might be contagious. I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid.
Right, so Regis has no wiring.
Hey kid, you alright?
Alright, nothing's going on with the kid. So now I can
I
do...
can't open it here.
Oh.
Central sees everything in this building.
I gotta get out of the building. Oh, what? So I gotta get out of the building because Central sees everything in this building. Nope, not that way, come on. What's going on here? Notice this cascade across the board. You dislike the way they need to move all of the time. You believe that it reflects the short attention span people have in the city. Yeah, all this technology, right? I'm an old curmudgeon. Oh. Sweet ride. Oh. Let's go to our balcony. That's a nice private area where we can mess up our... That Fulcrum Tower too, okay. This is what we paid to access. This is what we paid to access? 8,100
When people
units?
worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
Sounds nice. We can actually hear crickets up here. That's weird. Alright, can I do this now?
Here goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Yeah, it's a memorial.
Take a look at the plaque.
His wife, probably.
Viksha Regis,
Yeah.
beloved... Oh, Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
Yeah, let's just say this.
You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the Southeast Barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived either.
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry.
Why would you bring up the person that killed this guy's wife?
I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking, you put him away, and that counts for something.
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum caneto and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it.
I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going.
We didn't look at the package.
You coming?
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
Uh-oh, Regis is dead. This package
I
is not
can't
gonna
ask
do
for
anything.
her help in this. I'm
Oh.
not even sure what this is yet.
Yes, do it.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
Your stomach lurches as you recognize the image. You know them, you've seen them before, but you hadn't remembered them by number. What? Whoever's calling you has 4 embryo containers, your own.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alracis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615, on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female, and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my kid... my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Gil Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
And what if I don't? That image could
He's
be
gonna
a sin.
smash them.
Apparently, you need more incentive not to waste my time.
Oh. Is that a female, I assume?
1 is gone. 3 remain. Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
Okay, we don't need to look at that anymore. Conflict brews in your mind and in your heart. Giving in to blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you've worked for so many years to maintain.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
Yeah, why not? We can steal this thing, who cares? They're for the babies. Think of the children.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Business-like as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
Why is there nobody else on the road? Barber's Gate Station. Cell...
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpsman Durian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the 4th this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any,
Or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a biobomber. The explosives are made of... they are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor. What's your take on it, Dr. Lau?
Honestly, it's looking pretty lousy for him. Doesn't look like he's got any human shields. I doubt an empty transit station was his intended target either.
Very astute.
Charlie, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
What? Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Or me, I'd walk up and be like, "Excuse me, bomber, I hope you can..." Ah, crap. This guy?
Hello?
What the?
Who's there?
Looks like a
I
slinky.
just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
I feel like we probably shouldn't be that close to this guy.
What do you want, heathen?
The sight is distressingly familiar. The brace, the weakened bones, signs of tampering, and a young man that brings back memories long buried. It seems that the best hope would be to leverage what you know about him, try to find some common ground. You sound American. Yeah, let's do a little small talk.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there. It's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet y'all, Thomas.
Nice to meet y'all, Thomas.
So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Oh yeah, he's from
Well,
Texas.
it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
Let's say that he needs some metal.
You don't look well. That's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
What?
I don't want your pity.
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones.
Though my body is weak, my spirit is stronger than ever.
Ruh-roh. Look at that stance.
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
Oh, so we can trigger it if we want.
I used to work with guys like you a whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth. You've grown up with so many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
In an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck?
I sincerely doubt we're gonna get exploded ourselves, so let's just keep talking.
You've been used, manipulated. Your genes were altered before you were even born. You never had a choice.
It's a test of my faith.
Your parents probably didn't have a choice either. If they didn't agree to do it for religious reasons, well, I know that warlords can find even worse ways to persuade people.
Mother and Father were always so sad. I couldn't understand it. I was going to do God's will. But if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself.
Oh, that was easy. So how does one explode oneself?
Corpseman, the suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
Except this is a better idea. If he goes into custody and he just like smacks
Regis,
his
that
legs
was
together.
amazing.
Boom.
Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on, we've got work to do. The corpseman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
Yeah, that's like dangerous as nuke. Chapter 3, Fission. Elysium Tower, Penthouse Suites, T 17 hours.
So, Vanderwall finally agreed to cooperate?
Yep, said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
What in the world is the Roomba doing? Didn't mean to hit that. Cleaning bot. Yeah, alright. Well, next time we're going to go over here to Vanderwall's apartment, 2B, apparently. And we will talk to him and see if we can steal his little memory card or whatnot have you. Alright, so, to be continued. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.